So I've been rewatching the big three shonen, checking out the old classics as you do, and after revisiting a specific fight in Naruto, I just had to take a quick pause to talk about this real quick, cause this right here, Naruto vs Sasuke at the final valley, easily cements itself as one of the greatest scraps to drop in anime, and this statement holds true even till today. I can pretty comfortably say this, and after a cool little rewatch, it only made this fight more heat in my eyes. Naruto had some Hall of Famer fights throughout its run, with stuff like Gaara vs Rock Lee, Naruto vs Pain, and all the other gajillion times Naruto and Sasuke have fought. But barring a few very close exceptions, this one right here is at the tippity top for me personally, as it's in simpler terms, generational in every sense of the word. When picturing some sort of ideal fight, I'm seeking insane action sequences, hype that gets me jumping out of my seat, and impact that truly sets me aback when everything is all said and done. And Kishimoto was in his bag for all that criteria. Bro was going above and beyond with what he produced here, and before we get into the actual fight itself, let me take a step back real quick to discuss some of the build up to the final valley, cause bro, this setup from Kishimoto was masterful. He legit couldn't have scripted it better with the entire Sasuke retrieval mission, which in its own right is straight fire after fire episodes and chapters. After getting bodied by Itachi and casted aside, Sasuke has a quick reality check and deeps that he ain't leveling up nearly as quick as he needs to in order to beat Itachi, and to make matters worse, he's even overshadowed by his rival Naruto, and by a pretty large margin at that, which forced his hand into seeking new power no matter what the cost was. Bro got handled by Itachi, then Naruto with the whole Rasengan Chidori clash they had, which forced his hand into obviously leaving. All this happened to Sasuke, which brewed this desire to turn to the dark side, and once the Sound 4 pulled up, giving Sasuke yet another L, he took that leave to find new power. He was getting it handed to him by everyone, so he just had to take his leave, leading us into a goddamn mountain of a mission for these five right here. 5 straight goats who all perform miracles to beat their opponents and complete the mission. Everyone likes to debate which rescue arc is better between the big three, and my nostalgia for this arc might be getting the better of me here, but there's just something about how everything in this arc played out that is so special. It's that arc from OG Naruto that everyone holds in high regard, and it slapped so fucking hard on this rewatch. Neji, Choji, the group leader Shikamaru, everyone turned up big time for this mission, and all the different one-on-ones they had with the Sound 4 was dope as hell. These villains, the Sound 4, were built up as these devious, bloodthirsty monsters from their introduction, and to be honest, most of them spooked the hell out of me as a kid and left me confused as to how these 5 genin was gonna handle them. It was like 4 mini Orochimarus going around causing havoc, but after putting their lives on the line for the mission, these 4 got slammed bad by the team. Neji cooked with his Byakugan, Choji with the pills, Shikamaru outsmarting his opponent as usual, and all these one-on-ones was so cool. The return of Gaara and co, along with goddamn Rock Lee fresh out of surgery, was elite. Sasuke had genins from everywhere trying to help his ass, but alas, the only one who could snap him back to the good side was of course Naruto, and from here we get into the fight at the final valley. One of the most badass fights anime will ever see. The entire rescue mission, the countless fights to get to this point, everything that Kishimoto has cooked up so far was leading to this very moment right here, with Naruto confronting his buddy Sasuke, and as expected, it was straight hands from the get-go. Naruto had to find out what type of timing Sasuke was on, and from the moment he turned around and you could see the curse mark infused on half of his face, Naruto's expression here told us all that we needed to know. Bro was way too far gone at this point, and the battle Naruto was gonna have to fight from here on out was immense and unlike anything we've seen previously. Even though my first impressions on this start gave that vibe, Sasuke goes about showing it himself in the most devious way he can. That time he spent literally dead in that coffin must have eroded any sense of self he had before this, cause the way he was gunning for Naruto's life at the start here was wild. Sasuke was buffed like crazy from the effects of his new curse mark developing, and he wasted no time in testing his newfound power on Naruto. That punch that he throws after tossing Naruto in the air was nasty. The sound effects on that had me feeling a little winded, and whilst Naruto wasn't getting the memo that Sasuke is on smoke and is ready to take his life, he was getting completely manhandled here. Sasuke was pulling out combos that was frying up people like Orochimaru on Naruto's head, and after finally taking this serious, that first Rasengan Chidori clash happened, and even though this happened so many times throughout Naruto, it will simply never get old and will always look dope as hell to me. And after literal multiple near-death scenarios Sasuke put Naruto through, he comes to his senses and realizes this Sasuke guy is trying anything to take his life. A complete shock to our boy Naruto here, but a snap back into reality and the lengths he's gonna have to take in order to save his boy from the villain Orochimaru. He really had to stand on business and actually break all of this guy's bones and drag his ass back to the village, taking us into the most badass certified Naruto episode in part 1, the moment he let the monster rip with the Nine-Tails chakra, taking it over and turning this fight into the most climactic epic throwdown in the story thus far. I genuinely wish I was exaggerating here, but this part is simply just that gas and continues to get better all the way through to that final scene. From frame 1, the animation style changes and you could already tell the episode was going to be heat. Naruto finally showed up within this fight and formally introduced himself with the most foul combo probably in the entire show. That 6-piece attack he launched at Sasuke was insane and one of the few moments in Naruto that is just etched in everyone's minds. If your eyes are moving like this in a fight, you already know that hit did a number on you, and Naruto was laying it on Sasuke bad. Bro was getting tossed from land, sea and air, and the way Naruto swiftly changed the tides of the fight with that tiny trickle of Nine-Tails chakra was mental. The way he was moving against Sasuke here was brutal, but after what Sasuke did earlier, this was completely deserved and fair game. The thing I love about this fight right here is that cause these two are so damn broken with their abilities, the pace of the fight could change in favor of any of them at any point, and Naruto's short little outbursts got shut down effortlessly by Sasuke. These two are constantly leveling up here, trying to get the better of one another, and at this point it was Sasuke's moment to show his awakening, developing that 3 Tomoe Sharingan, and for a short while Naruto was low-key getting embarrassed out there. This may just be a me thing, but the base Sharingan with the 3 Tomoe is pretty easily my favorite state for the Sharingan, better than the Mangekyo, which is crazy I know, but the way it's portrayed, especially with Sasuke here and how he was moving, is just too sick. Sasuke stopped getting tossed around the valley like a ragdoll and decided to just humble Naruto real quick, beating up someone who's both faster and stronger than him with just pure finesse encounters. Back to back to back elite segments we got treated to within this fight, and cause this shit is a true back and forth, Naruto was obviously not gonna let this beatdown slide, going full on with the Nine-Tails state, and at this point it was just a long day for the boy Sasuke. The Nine-Tails chakra beforehand was already a lot to deal with, but this right here was a beast, tearing Sasuke to oblivion in a straight onslaught from Naruto. Look at Naruto's reaction to the Nine-Tails gifting him some more power. Bro could barely contain it and Sasuke had to find a way to deal with it somehow, otherwise he was finished. The best option he had, even with the fresh Sharingan he just unlocked, was to simply just run, and yeah, we know how that worked out for him. Naruto went from close range combat before to just covering the entire valley with his range, and Sasuke was getting cooked. And after yet another ruthless beatdown, we finally get to the climax of this fight, where Sasuke pulls out the curse mark second state, looking like something straight out of Yu Yu Hakusho, but even more devious. Sasuke really said, anything you can do, I can do better, and holds his own against this one-tailed Naruto. We obviously get into the legendary Rasengan Chidori clash from this point, and Sasuke takes the W. I think it's common knowledge that Rock Lee vs Gaara is the most iconic fight in part 1 Naruto, but without a doubt, for me at least, this is the most iconic moment. Both Naruto and Sasuke awaken into demons of their own right, going all out with this final exchange. That giant black bubble they curate is something I will never understand, but it sure as hell is legendary and only makes this moment stand out more. Sasuke goes for the heart, not giving a F, but Naruto does a simple little scratch on his headband. Some people say Naruto did this out of arrogance because of what Sasuke said before, but to me it's pretty clear that he did this in order to not kill his best friend. Naruto gets knocked out cold from this exchange, and here ends possibly the greatest fight in Naruto, but most definitely a generational bout. Kishimoto cooked so damn hard with this, and throughout each little segment the stakes got higher, the drama intensified, and more notably the action just got better and better. Even though this fight is 20 plus years old at this point, the production behind it was supreme, and it's the reason why it's so legendary. Masterful in every fashion, whether that be animation, hype, emotional impact, basically anything you can think of. The cultural impact this fight had as well can't go unnoticed, and if you remember the old Linkin Park AMVs with this fight, you are a real one. Even the games had such a cool rendition of this fight, and overall this fight was one of the best from one of the greatest to ever do it. If you haven't checked out the manga version of this fight, legit, what are you doing? It's arguably better than the anime with how much effort Kishimoto put into it, and in all honesty, it might just be the best fight he's drawn looking in hindsight. Amazing stuff, and yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover. I'm glad I found an excuse to talk about Naruto again on the channel because I had a lot of fun with this one. If you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more, hit that like button, subscribe, and also let me know what other stuff from Naruto or any other show I should cover. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in my next one. Peace.